So I posted about this on my stories, but I thought maybe do like a quick short on this as well. This has to do with reincarnation, particularly with the entities that people report meeting at near death experiences, or what I've called death experiences. Now, the reason why I call them death experiences, because if you read a lot of these stories or you listen to a lot of these stories of near death experiences, a lot of people were considered medically dead. They'd flatlined, they drowned, whatever. So I call it death experiences. And the reason why it's important for me to classify it in that way is because that helps us understand like what we could face at our deaths. Now, a lot of people who have death experiences or NDEs, whatever you feel more comfortable calling it, report meeting entities that either present as family members or they'll present as religious figures, and they will try to convince you to come back. And part of the way they do that is they will give like an end of life review. So they show how you made other people feel when you were alive. And then they'll say you have to go back. Pretty much most people report the same thing. They don't want to come back here, understandably. And then whatever it is that they meet, essentially insist that they come back. Some people have even been reported being pushed back into this world.
And then all of a sudden, the light says to me, Andy, you have to go back. I said, whoa, no. You got the wrong guy. I'm not going back. And the light says the second time, Andy, you're going back. And I said, didn't you hear what I said? There's no reason for me to go back to that planet. I'm home. And the light says to me the third time, Andy, you're going back. And when I heard the word back, the K in back, I felt myself being stuffed back into my body. The most horrible feeling that I can ever imagine. Just as the most exhilarating experience I could ever imagine was when I left my body back and went back into the light. The most horrible one that I've experienced was going back into my body. I didn't want to be there. I still don't want to be here.
Now, I don't know why they have to come back. I don't know who these entities are. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why there's some sort of like an interception that occurs. And then you have this life review. But what I will say is this. If I am in your life review, if you know me personally, and they show your life, and then they show how badly you made me feel, and that is what is then used to sort of make it so that you come back into this world. Please don't come back into this world. I forgive you. I mean, that's actually what I put in the stories. I was like, first of all, if I ever hurt you, I apologize. Like if I've ever done anything intentionally or unintentionally hurt your feelings, I apologize and I'm sorry. I truly am. I more than likely acted out of a space of being unconscious or like I was in a low space or whatever, but I truly deeply apologize and I'm sorry. If you hurt me, I forgive you. I don't know what this world is. I don't know who these entities are that we meet at the end of this world. I can only speak from within the forest, right? I'm just a tree within the forest. I cannot understand the forest while I'm in the tree. That said, being sent back into this world to sort of make up for things that you did in your past life against people who aren't going to remember what you did, and then you're not going to remember what you did either. There's just something off that's missing there. And so if what stops that from happening, what stops that loop from happening is forgiveness, then I think we all really do need to get into the habit, sit in a space of forgiveness, because maybe that's part of how the cycle breaks, right? And maybe talk to other people about this as well. I don't hold anything against you that you did while we were in this world. See, part of what people recall is that when they're out of their bodies, they feel this like sense of knowing everything, connection with, the one, with the total, totality of the collective consciousness and peace. It's our existence in this reality that kind of brings on the suffering, that kind of brings on the lack of clarity, a lot of the negative behaviors, like the suffering that we cause to others is because of all the trauma that we're carrying, right? So the most logical thing that we could say right now is that if people who have near-death experiences are accurate, and that you do meet entities that will show you things that you did while you were just trying to exist in this reality, and then try to use that as an excuse to send you back while wiping your memory in the process. As of now, the only thing that you can do while you're here is to forgive. And the only thing that you could do while we're here is to also apologize. I'm truly, truly sorry. That right now is one thing that I know for sure we can do, is to just say, you know what, listen, I'm sorry I hurt you. And if you hurt me, I forgive you. And really let go. Because then I think if you get enough people doing this, then what, right? If there's enough people not feeling like, oh shit, man, I need to go back and like make it better or fix things, then what? Maybe NDE and death experiences, maybe we start to see their accounts change. If you're asked, then my assumption is that you do have a choice. Maybe it's just in the way they go about convincing you that you have to make this other choice. Woo!